Well, good morning, folks. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It is the 30th. We are one day away from Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve. So we are getting closer to 2026. We are a couple of days away. Thank you, Lord, for a great year, in my opinion, anyway. Thank you for the time that we had with our families and will have with our families this New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. And thank you for the new year that's coming upon us. May it bring more improvements, more life, more goodness, and more of you, Lord Jesus, in our lives. We thank you. So, for those of you who are new to um, my channel is, I do a lot of animation and artwork on my channel. And right now I am working on a little short film of my own. I do many different films just for fun. And I do these as real-time tutorials for the purpose of if anyone is making their own animated film and they would like to see someone doing something and talking about it step by step. That's what this video series is about. I have a series of videos that I do, and this is one of them called Let's Animate, a work in progress. And so I talk about the software I'm working with, the steps of how I'm doing what I'm doing as I'm doing it. And these are not long videos. They generally are in the 20-minute range. Um, it's whatever I can get done in that amount of time. But I do them every day, except on holidays or special occasions, and also except on the weekends. So just to sort of give you a heads up, tomorrow and New Year's Day, I'm thinking I may skip those days because they're holidays and then resume on Friday. Normally, it's a 5 day YouTube video turnaround. I do it every 5 days, skip the weekend, and then back to the week. So, I've got Nora all painted here. So now we're going to go to Lenny. And Lenny doesn't come in until, let's see here, he comes in. Where does he come in? He starts coming in right here on frame 27. So I'm going to bring the rate film down here, bring this over. Okay. Go back to a solid brush, black line for the hair. Brush size needs to be probably 6 or 7. Lenny is completely in black. I think I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. Let me check. It's funny how sometimes I have to remind myself of the model. I always keep a model on my desktop. So I'm referring to that now just to make sure. Yeah, let's see. I think I'll bring that in here. You're probably not going to see it. Yeah, you won't. Because it's in another tab. All right, so I'm putting that model over here on the side so I can see it and refer to it. Paint bucket on him. Hair is going to be black. Skin is this color brown. Oh yeah, looks like okay. So I need to decide what color I want the block to be. So let's go to a line tool. Let's see, maybe a purple. Yeah. There's the line behind it is. Okay. All right. So I might have the wrong color for his skin. It might actually be. Well, I have a feeling it's actually this color here. Yeah, I think it is. Do I have it behind? I do. There we go. Yeah, I think I had the too dark color for him. Let's see. There's the block. Okay, that's good. Let's see. Let me go back to, let's fill the screen here. And let's grab this and let's blow it up a little bit. 200%. There we go. Because we need to be able to see what we're drawing here. Okay, so yeah. We don't have too many drawings of Lenny here, so we're going to be, this isn't going to take too long. I think we'll probably finish this up pretty quickly. There we go. Okay, now, yeah, so to get the eye line, I'm going to use a brown around his eye there because I think that would be the right way to go. Because I think he's actually, the color of his skin is actually that color. Yeah. I had the darker one first, but I think it's really the lighter one. The slightly lighter black. And then, well, it looks like the lips are, this color? I have to explore that one. White on the eyes or in behind the eyes. The shirt, I think, is this color. What did I do on that? Oh, yeah. Okay. There we go. Good. All right, on to the next one. So adjust this down. So we want black on the hair. There we go. Yeah, there's not too many drawings of Lenny here, so we're going to be able to get through this pretty quickly. My line looks thick, but I think it looks thick probably because we've got it blown up here. There we go. Color line looks so much better. I love the color line. Of course, Lenny's got because he's got a black line around him, you know, he's going to stand out pretty good. There we go. Yeah, we might get through this. Let's see. So draws behind. If you are new, You might want to go back and look at some of my earlier videos so that you have a sense of where I'm coming from, what's been done prior to what you're seeing right now. Because I'm just, yeah, I can't recap every time I do a new video, everything that's been done before. I talk about what I've done before, but I can't recap it all the time. It just would never finish anything. But yeah, do go back and look at the previous videos, and you'll get a much better sense of what's going on. Rough Animator is the tool I'm using to do the animation and color, and it's a great tool. It's a great software. It's very inexpensive. I'm going to use a different color on the sides of the box here. It's a very inexpensive software. It only costs $10, and you can buy it outright, which is great. Unlike a lot of other softwares that you have to actually, let's see here, 125, that you actually sometimes have to do a subscription, and I hate subscriptions because you get accustomed to. Let's see here. With a subscription, you get accustomed to using the software. You're stuck with it, and then what if you don't have the money to keep using it? You're kind of screwed because you have to keep paying for it. Whereas if you can just buy it outright, you own it. Because you might be in the middle of a job, for crying out loud, and then you run out of money. Now you gotta drop your subscription, because you can't afford it. Everybody's so greedy for money. Anyways, I won't go down that road. As artists, we are always trying to save money. Most of us artists are not rich. Even those, there's a few of us that are doing pretty well, but most of us are hardworking people who like to save our money. The system is not very kind to us, but then the system's not very kind to a lot of people, so I won't go there either. All right, let's see. Ding, ding. There we go. How are we doing? Doing pretty good. But we do have a lot of advantages today as artists. I must say that all of this technology, when I started in this business, there was no computer. You couldn't do like the kind of stuff I'm doing now. You couldn't do that. It didn't exist. So the fact that we have all these modern advancements now, where we can do so many really wonderful, amazing things using computers and what have you, it's remarkable, and I think it's great. Use it. Use what you can. Use what's there. Get the most out of it, because it's a blessing, really. I think it's awesome. Everything, even AI. Even AI. I mean, a lot of folks are saying that they're afraid of AI and this and that, but I'm sure they said the same thing during the Industrial Revolution. That was something new. People tend to be afraid of things that are new. And I guess that's understandable on some level, but realistically, we just have there's a lot of wonderful things about what we have today. We should really be thankful for it, I think. Let's see, what are we using here? I think it's, oh yeah, so we got that, and then we have that, and that. Yeah. Let's see, black again. Yeah, I mean, use everything to your advantage. That's the trick, I think. I mean, that's what I do. I think that, all the tools, anything that will make your life easier uh, is a blessing. Or at least the ways you can see it as a blessing. Let's just put it like that. It can be a blessing if you let it be. How about that? It can be a curse, it can be a problem if you let it be. Or it can be a blessing. Yeah. God has given us the ability to make choices. And so we succeed or fail by the choices we make. So seek to make right choices. Sounds simple, and basically it is simple. Basically it is. There we go. Let's see. I'm using the line around his eye, that brown line, because it's the same color as the skin color. That's why I'm using it. And so you won't see the line. See, when I color him in, the line will disappear. And they'll just have shape there, which is pretty cool looking. I think, anyway. Okay, way down there. So back to regular line. Okay. So I get the black. Yeah, black. Over that. Skin. White behind the eye. Lips. Shirt. Oh, let's see. Does he? Oh, I think we got. All right. Let's get in there. That's just necks in there. I think. Yeah. Right. Okay. Oh, is that the right color? Oh, he's got a blue shirt. That's right. The bluish blue. So it should be that blue. Yeah. There and there. And remember, you take your, if you don't get the color completely fill in there, you want to make sure you go back in with your brush and finish it off. In little areas where the color doesn't quite come through. How we doing? Yeah, maybe we can get these last two here. Let's see. Yeah. All right. So black with blue there. All right. Oh, save. Whew. Yep, safe. Safe. We don't want to lose a bunch of stuff. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, if you can put color lines around your characters, it definitely softens the character. My hand gets to get the blood back. There we go. Consistency, folks. Consistency. It's doing a little bit every day. That's the trick to getting a film done. It's not trying to do a whole bunch, doing everything. No, just do a little bit every day. You're like the little engine that could, or maybe a better analogy would be the tortoise and the hare. You know, the tortoise was very consistent. He wasn't as fast as the hare, but he stayed with it, you know. And that's sometimes where we miss it, is we don't stay with it. We're not consistent. If you're consistent, you can accomplish a lot more with consistency than you can with speed and energy. Speed and energy are great. They have their place. Certainly not saying that speed and energy aren't, good or can't be good, because they can. But I think sometimes we undervalue consistency. Consistency is actually, in my opinion, more valuable than energy and speed. Let's see. Let me take that eraser down there. I'm trying to. Oh, come on. All right. Good. So, black on the hair. Skin color. See, you see how that when you put that skin color in, see how the having the eyes be, um, with that line, how the line disappears suddenly. White behind the eyes, lip color. Okay, back skin color for his neck. A little crevice in there. Shirt. Okay, pants. Let's flip back. Yeah, that's right. Let's see. What was it? Okay. There. Okay. Last one. I'm going to go ahead and get this done because it's the last drawing in this scene. And I'd rather just get this done now. So that when I come back on Friday, I'm doing something completely new. Probably a new scene. Save. Go. People use the AI, I think, like I've said this, and I consider it to be a fairly lazy fashion in that they just prompt the AI to do something, go have a cup of coffee and let the AI do all the work, and they come back when it's all done. And a lot of times when you look at videos that are done with AI, a lot of times you do see a lot of errors and things. Now, of course, people are realizing that all they have to do is go back into the AI uh, result and tweak it and stuff, which is good. And thankfully, people are doing that now. It used to be in the beginning, they just didn't care. They just let the AI do it and then spit it out, and then they just upload it. But, people are realizing, no, we need to be not quite so irresponsible. And I think that's the real issue there is that, when you find out that you've got something that'll make your life easy naturally, your first reaction is how little work do I have to do? But oddly enough, the real enjoyment that you get out of doing anything, I think, particularly as an artist, is the amount of love and attention that you're willing to put into it in the first place. I don't think as an artist that we are trying to create art in the fastest way we can create it if we are truly artists. I think, an artist is more interested in what he or she is trying to say with their art, what they're trying to communicate. And you don't do that with a time frame in mind, I don't think. Now maybe I'm just talking about myself, but I think most of us who are artists care about what we're doing and what we're saying. And I think what we're saying is important enough to us that, we're willing to put in the time that it takes to say it well. So we're not concerned about, how fast we can put it up on YouTube. I think we're more concerned about the quality of what we're trying to say. I don't know how that there's really any enjoyment in it if you don't have something to say. I really can't even understand why you would even waste your time doing it if you have nothing to say, But like I said, that's me. I can't speak for any other person that's an artist. I think you got to have a reason for why you're bothering to even do it in the first place. So there you go. All right. All right. So I think there we go. Yeah. All right. I think we can fit it back to the window and play. Yeah, there we go. Ah. Let's see. Save. Let's bring it down so you can see it. 700. Put it over there. So let's see. So I'd say we take the roughs out completely there. Save. Play. There's our scene. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll stop here. We're almost at 30 minutes. Okay, good people. Well, hey, Happy New Year. I will see you guys on Friday. I'm going to skip tomorrow and the next day because they are holidays, as I did with Christmas and Christmas Eve. So have a good couple of days for the new year. I will see you on Friday. Thank God for your gifts and blessings on you. And I'll see you later. And don't forget, Jesus is Lord.